Hello happy people, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Krabis Major, and if this is not your first time, welcome back. In this video we are continuing with where we left in part 6, so this will be the continuation of that part, and we are going to focus on flexible content field. So we are going to create our own flexible content field inside our ACF. I'm going to show you how you can separate your section using layout inside flexible content. There's a lot to be learned. Without any further waste of time, let us get into it. Alright, so right now we are continuing with the other part of our theme development, and I'm going to open our template. Alright, so this is our template. So this tells us where we are going. So the next step will be to echo this section, which is our info cards, and then we have also this part. So in order to achieve what's left now, I want to introduce you to ACF flexible content. And the reason why we use flexible content is because flexible content put everything inside one container. I'm going to open, let me open here. So let me edit this page. So as you can see, we have this, I will call this a block. So with flexible content, it's going to put everything inside a single block like this one. Because right now, if we continue in this way, we are going to have many blocks, and that's not what we are looking for. We need to add our flexible content block inside here. And to do that, we go to our ACF field group and we create a new field group. And let us call this field group flexible content. And then we save. Okay, it seems like it did not save. Alright, so field name, there we go. We call it flexible content. Then there we go. And this is not the text, so field type, we are going to name this flexible content, which is there. And now you can see that it's asking for layout, and in this case our layout is going to become our section. So our info card will be a layout, and about us blog will be a layout. Our slide or our popular classes will be a layout. Alright, so let us give the name of a layout. So the first layout on our template is info cards, this part. So I'm going to name this info cards. And then the name here will be info cards also. So there we go, we have info cards. Alright, so if we look at our info cards consist of an image, which is there, a title, and a description. And now these are 4 blocks or 4 items. So I'm going to use a repeater field. Let's add a new field, and then we'll make this field a repeater. So there we go. And then I'll call this repeater cards. So we have cards. So inside the subfield, we have 3 of them: an image, a title, and a description. So let's start with an image. This will be an image, and then it's an array. And then let's collapse this, and then followed by the title, which is a text. So in fact, I will say heading, and then it's a text. And then the last one will be a description. So I'll put this as a text area, description, and it's a text area. So right now we have our info cards, which is a repeater, and then now we can close there. So we have info cards layout. So let us close that layout. And then what follows after this one? It follows by about us section. And what we have on about us section, we have an image, we have a title, we have a text, and then we have a button. Let us go and create a new layout. So we'll add a new layout, and I'll call this layout about us. So the name will be about us, and this one, it doesn't need a repeater field, it's just one section. So I'll add a field. So the first field right here is an image. I'll put an image, give this a name of an image, and then it's an array, close there. It follows by a heading. Add a heading. It will be a text heading. There we go. And then now we have this part. This part, you can see that it has paragraphs. So in this case, we are not going to use the text area. We are going to use a new field type called WYSIWYG. This one, WYSIWYG editor, because it has like paragraphs and also some highlighted text. So WYSIWYG editor will be the best suit of this one. I'll call this text area. Let me just call it text area. It doesn't matter the name. So whatever name that you come up with, as long as you can remember. So it's going to be a WYSIWYG editor. In fact, let me just call it WYSIWYG. So I'll just call it WYSIWYG editor. And then the last part, it's a button. So inside this button, we are looking for a button text and a button link. As you can see, we have a text which is about us. Sometimes we might want to change this from about us maybe to contact us. We're gonna need to come with a button text and also a link where this button will take us. Let us go there, and then we are looking for a text. I'll call this button btn text. Close here, and then that follows by a button URL. So where's URL? Yes, URL btn link. And now we are done with our about us. Alright, so the other section will be our popular class. So as you can see, our popular class has like a heading right here. So let us start with that. Add new layout. This one we'll call it, let me call it slides. Call it slides because I'm not sure what our client is going to do with this section. Call it slides. Inside the slide, we have a heading, and it will be a text. I'll say, in fact, let me say slider heading to be more descriptive. And then we close this part, and then that follows by this part, and this part it's our slides. So let us look at our slide. Our slide has an image, it has a title, it has a description, it has the number of students, it has the fees. Let us start with the image. And this is going to be a repeater field. You can see that this repeats, so we're gonna use a repeater field. Add a new field, and it's going to be a repeater field. And then I'll give it this a name of slides. And then inside that, we are looking for an image. So the first thing will be an image, and I'll say slide or image slider. Image slide is an array, and then followed by, so I'm going to ignore this part. In fact, we should have removed this part. And then we have a title. It will be a text, so I'll give this a heading. We have a description. Give this a text area. Let me say text area. We have this part number. This will be number, and that will be number. And let's add those two. So the first one is student number or student number of students. It's going to be a number, so I'll put a number there, and then I'll say hash students, meaning number of students. There we go. And then here we have fees. It's also a number. I'm looking for another number. This will be fees, and then I'll leave it there. Alright, so right now we do have our slides, and we can close that right there. And then that follows by this section, and this section only has a heading, description, and a button. Alright, so let's do this section. And another thing that we have here, it's a background image. So you can see that here we do have this background image. Let us add a new layout, and I'll call this call to action. call this CTA, meaning call to action. And what we have on call to action, we have a background image, call this BG image for background image, and we have the heading. There we go. And then we have the description. So I'll call this text area, call this text area for description. And then we have a button. So in a button, we are looking for two things: button text and a button URL. So let's go there. And we are looking for button text. The first thing, say btn text. Okay, and then we are looking for a URL. So it's going to be btn link. Allow me to stop here, and then we go and echo this on the front end. I'll stop right here, and then let's save this. And then we come back here. We expect to see flexible content block here. So let's refresh. Have we saved this? Okay, we did. Oh, I'm sorry. So we need to come to the path here, the location. So I need to put this under pages. Let's save. Okay, let's come back here and refresh. We have our hero slider there, and then we have our content editor, which is this field, and then we do have our flexible content right here. Let's remove this text area. I will go back here, and then we are going under presentation, and then there we go, we have content editor. So we can check this and save. And right now I'm expecting this text area, or I'm expecting this content editor to be removed. So let's refresh. There we go. So that's the benefit of having classic editor. Let us look at our flexible content. So now if you click on add new row, you can see that we have info cards, we have about, we have slides, and then we have call to action. And if to add one section here, you just click on info cards. So you can see that under info cards we have image, heading, and description. So let's add new an image. Start with this image. And what do we have? These are expect teachers. Heading will be expect teacher. And then let's copy this dummy content. We can add another one, followed by the book. And then what do we have under book? Quality education. We put it right there. And then copy the same dummy content. And then the fourth one will be the lady, which is lifetime support. I think it's this lady. Then put lifetime support right there. Copy the same thing. And then we add the last part, which is this one. What do we have? We have scholarship news. Then we copy that, paste. Now we have our info cards, and we can collapse this by clicking here, and then we add another block, which is about us. About us consists of an image. Where is that? This image. So let us add that image. In this case, I'll add. So let me go and look for that image. Let me add this one. So we have the image, and then the heading, which is this one. Let me call learning platform. This is a WYSIWYG editor. As you can see, it has these buttons, and then you can change the heading. So that's WYSIWYG editor. Hence I wanted to use WYSIWYG editor. So I'll copy this and paste it as it is. So you can see now that WYSIWYG editor gives us paragraphs and links inside of it, unlike text area. Alright, so btn text, this says about us. Put this to about us. And then the link, I'll just copy this one because we do not have about us link at the moment. There we go. We can collapse this one again. And then the other one is slides. You can add slide and add call to action. So let's add slides. Go down. We do have slides here. Our popular classes, and put it the heading right there. And then slide consists of an image. So I'm going to look for the image of slides, which is here. So I'll copy this. And then the first slide will be this one. So let's see. We have games program held in week. Alright, so guys, I'm going to fast forward this video so that I can enter this information. So I've entered all the information in our slides, and now we can collapse this. And then the last part will be our call to action. So our call to action needs a background image. I'm going to look for that background image. It should be here, is this one. So we have our background image, and then we have this heading. So there we go, we have the heading, and then text area, which is this text, and then button text, contact us, and then button link, just call this. Alright, so there we go. And then now we can collapse this and then update. Nothing on the front end is going to show. This is where we're going to end our part 7 of this series. In part 8, we are going to echo our flexible content on the front end, and our users will be able to control all the elements or all the section from the backend. And if you find this video helpful, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you comment, and click on a bell notification so that when I release part 8, you'll be the first to be notified.